Hi, my name's Kimmy Gorlin. I'm a first year. I'm currently in a sorority and I joined in the fall. I'm in Alpha Phi.
Do you feel like being in Greek life changes how people treat you on campus or out of Vista?
I feel like there's definitely some stereotypes when it comes to Greek life and all that. Like, for example, if I do mention it, it depends on the people, but there's like a big stigma around it, especially like on our school platforms such as Yik Yak and things like that from like an outsider view. But I feel like otherwise, I haven't had too much of an experience because my inner circle is mostly Greek life people.
Is there a hierarchy within Greek life? Are some frats and sororities seen as more prestigious or powerful than others, and what makes them that way?
I feel like at UCSB, hierarchy isn't that big of a deal. I know at some schools, like in the South, that's a big deal. But I feel like there's definitely some more like well-known ones and more like founded ones for a while. But I think it depends on the people you ask every year, and just like the competitive environment of like who is better or whatnot. But at the end of the day, I feel like Panhellenic and FSL has a pretty tight-knit community.
Do you think frats and sororities have different kinds of social power at NIV, and how so?
I don't think like necessarily they do. I mean, they definitely do hold a lot of like social activities that like are aware through campus, but I don't think it's like the only thing there is because a lot of people that aren't in Greek life will show up to these events. Although like frats I know are more restricted, but IV itself is such like a vibrant community. I feel like there's always something to do. Like
Can you think of a specific moment where you really felt a power dynamic, either having it or not having it?
I definitely think being in a sorority definitely has its perks socially because, like, when I joined, I definitely had a rush of like invitation and like acceptance by everybody, and like everyone was just wanting to be loving. And like, if I see them on the street or at a social event, like, they'll always come up and hug me and stuff, which I wouldn't have if I wasn't in the sorority.
Hi, I'm Curtis Smith Wild, and I'm a freshman in.
Are you familiar with Greek life at UCSB? Do you have friends in it or know much about it? And did you ever consider Russian?
Yeah, I have a lot of friends in Greek life, like Frank and me here. I'm living with a few people in Greek life next year.
Yeah, so did you ever consider Russian?
Not really, to be honest. Not much of a, or first quarter at least, I wasn't much of a partier, so I didn't really consider it that much. But I don't know. I just have a lot of friends on my own.
Do you ever feel like Greek life affects your social life here, even though you're not in it? And have you ever felt left out of something in IV because you were in a frat or sorority?
I don't think not being in Greek life really affects my social life because I don't like. I have a lot of friends who aren't in it, so we can hang out a lot together. And there are so many parties here in IV that it like doesn't really matter if you're in Greek life. So.
Do you think there are certain types of people in Greek life that it's made for, and who gets in, who doesn't?
I wouldn't really say like made for, but a lot of the people in Greek life are very friendly, very charismatic, very just fun people to be around. So I like being friends with a lot of people in Greek life, but I think it also takes a very boisterous type of person.
Do you think people in Greek life have more social power or opportunities at UCSB than people who aren't? And does it ever feel like IV social scene is controlled by Greek life, and how so?
I wouldn't say that people in Greek life have more power. I mean, it's all in the eye of the beholder. Like, if you really want to get into a Greek life party and you can't because you're not in Greek life, then, I mean, that sucks and it feels like you don't have as much power, but there's so much other stuff and opportunities to do here that I don't think it really affects your time here.
And do you believe that people in Greek life have more opportunities?
Maybe post grad, like there's a lot of connections that you can make by being in a frat. That's why a lot of the professional frats seem really cool to me, where it's like a frat built specifically for one certain subject.
Awesome. Do you think money plays a role in who joins Greek life? And do you think it's a different for guys versus girls when it comes to Greek life social power?
I definitely think money plays a role. If you have the resources to be in a frat or a sorority, then I think you're a lot more likely to be in it just because you can pay your dues, you can like host a lot more stuff, and so I think it definitely plays a role.